Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to create an external location in Unity Catalog. First, I would like to explain at a high level all the pieces that we will need in this puzzle. For starters, we will have a Databricks workspace, then we will deploy an access connector for Databricks that will do the job to connect Databricks with the storage account, and for that we will need to grant the right permissions. Then, in Unity Catalog, we will create a storage credential and an external location so that we will be able to explore and consume the storage account data directly from the Databricks. Okay, so let's go to the practical part. As you can see, in this resource group, we have deployed a Databricks workspace and an storage account. If we browse to the storage account, we will find a container called My Data, and inside we have 3 CSV sample files. So to start with the process, the first thing that we are going to do is to deploy in the resource group the access connector for Databricks that is not yet there. So create access connector, this one, the resource group 3 is fine, and we are going to call it My Databricks connector. And for the region, we are going to choose West Europe, as all the resources are located there. Okay, all good. Let's create it. Okay, done. Next thing to be done is to grant access to the access connector in the storage account. So we are going to the storage account, access control, add, and let's look for storage blob data contributor. Here it is. Members, manage identity. Let's look for access connector and our connector, My Databricks connector. Select and assign. Okay, should be done. If we go back to the slide, we have just pending to create the storage credential and the external location in Databricks. So we are going to open Databricks, go to Catalog, and to external data here, and let's go to credentials. Here we are going to create a new one. Okay, this is fine, it's a storage credential, and we are going to add a name that is My External Data Lake Credential. Okay. The access connector ID is something that we should get directly from the access connector. So we are going to it. And here we can copy this, that is the ID. We are going to paste it back here and click on create. Let's go back to the catalog. Again, external data. And now we are going to create the external location. We will call it My External Data Lake. And for the URL, we need to supply something with this format that you see here in the sample. So abfsss, okay, the container name, that is my data, at the storage account name, that is data lake gme, okay, .dfs, .core, .windows.net / and we have the option to give other subfolders in case that our data is in a different folder, but in our case the files are in the root path of the container, so we will leave it like that. In the storage credential, we are going to select from the combo the one that we previously created, My External Data Credential. Yeah, okay. Create, and that should be it. Now I will show you the two ways that we have to explore this data using the external location. So let's go again to Catalog, External Data, select the one that we have just created, and here in the Browse tab we will be able to navigate in the external location. So in our case the files, as I said, are in the root path, so we can see here directly the files. If we move to a notebook, we will be able to explore the data that we have in this path, and we can see here the 3 files. Now we can also use the path to load the data frame. So here you have it. Something important to keep in mind is that the storage location doesn't belong to the workspace you're working on, it belongs to the metastore, right? So if we go to the workspace one that uses the same metastore because it's in the same region, we can get the data. But if we move to a different workspace in a different region that is using a different metastore, this external location is not available. If we don't want this to happen, we can go back to the external location in any of the different workspaces. In the Workspaces tab, and here you can see that by default is shared with all the workspaces. Understand this as all workspaces in the same metastore. We can just uncheck this option and assign it to the workspace we are on, that in fact is not the one in which we created it. And we can go back to the previous workspace, refresh the page, now we can see that the external location is here, but we don't have these options to browse the data. I can see it because I'm administrator of the Databricks, but I can't browse it because it's not assigned to my workspace. With this, we conclude the basics about creating external locations in Unity Catalog. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is useful for you. Feel free to take a look at the other videos related to Unity Catalog.